What's up, guys? Welcome to one more video. I have spent 10 years in warehouse work, starting as a picker and ending up in the office. Here's what I have learned throughout those 10 years. So, basically, when I started in 2016. It was when I come to England, so I'm Portuguese. I come to England in 2016. I went to so my first job basically was in a warehouse, and to be honest, I didn't really know it. What would be my what should be my first impressions? I didn't know it what to expect even, because I have never worked in a warehouse before. This it was my first time, so I didn't know it really how it was the things there. Um, what it was health and safety, what it was PPE, all these things. Even I didn't know it like what it was a reach truck or a lolop even. So it was a lot of things to just learn and see at the same time everything. Yeah. So it it was not overwhelming, but it was different. It was something different, because I have worked in what door to door, selling sales. I have been in construction sites as well, but nothing major. So so yeah. But the what the biggest challenge that I found coming to England in this case, or for somebody that just moving from that country to another country, if you don't speak the language of that country, it's really difficult. So that it was for me the main challenge at work, like the understanding the team leaders, understanding the topman, understanding the numbers, some of them, so all this at first was really difficult. It was really challenging for me as well, trying to learn everything, and it was unbelievable, you know. But look, here I am. I was able to learn everything. So basically, for example, like when team leaders would come to me because or I clock out late, or I was absent, or I forgot to pick up something to for one order, things like that, they would come with the paper and for me to sign, etc. And like they were talking to me. I remember they were talking to me and asked me like if I remember that. I was like, I not even understand you, mate. I not even can understand you. So, so basically, what I was doing, it was like smiling and say yes, yes, just give me this. I sign for it. If they would be giving me a paper, sign here to fire you now, I would be signing that as well. Because in that moment, like what? That it was 10 years ago. So it was a challenge. It was a challenge. Those those little communications that you have to have with team leaders, or even a small talk with colleagues. Yeah, if you don't know the language, it is really hard. But look, I'm here. I'm explaining this video in English, so it's because I was able to learn anyway. So basically, after all this being on picking for 7 months, I was on walk picking. I did a lot of picking as well. To be honest, I prefer walk picking than lolo picking. Comment down below which one of them you prefer. But to be honest, for me, I like the walk picking. First of all, you have, in the sense of like, you can have more people in the aisle to talk, just 2 minutes there, just to have a laugh or to have a talk. Or then the things are not that heavy because they are small things. Okay, you have the totes, everything together makes them heavy, swapping them around. But I don't know. I prefer it. Or then in one of the warehouses, I worked. Um, One of the things we had like the cage section that it was for the aerosols area. Basically, it was the aerosols area. And what happened was like you would go there by walk with a cage, so the items wasn't that heavy, but wasn't that light as well. Some of them, most of them was light, but you had there couple of them that was heavy. And those sections, yeah, for me, no problem, no worries. I would go there, be happy, da-da-da, do my thing, no worries, man. No problem. Really, really. I actually enjoy it. Those times I like the walking. I don't mind walking, so it's okay for me. But so basically after like 7 months being on peaking, like I said before, walking in Lolo, I went then to the reach truck, and there it was where I passed most of my time. Um and you asked, oh, how did you got there? Basic, to be honest with you, I had a Portuguese guy in there. That basically we made friendship, and he was driving already the reach truck. He was there for a couple of time already, and I asked him, look, how could I get there? He just said, I'll talk with the team leader. So once he told me to talk with the team leader, I was like, nice one. How? With my English. But anyway, I tried. Look, I asked him, what should I say? I went to the team leader. I said to him, look, me, FLT training, okay? Like, you just have to try. You just have to try, man. So yeah, after that, I got the training for the FLT. To be honest with you, by the time I still didn't have the English, I was really afraid actually to don't even pass the training, because you have to have a training in house for a week, and you have a test. Okay, the test is not that difficult, but imagine for somebody like me, 10 years ago, we didn't know it. I didn't know it English, so for me it was kind of like, oh, I'm not going to pass this. But look, thank God I passed it. So I went to the FLT. For me, was one of the best times that I had on FLT, because for me FLT was just, it's kind of freedom, because the Lolop, you had these rules where you couldn't reverse, where you just could go down one line and those things. And with the truck, you just could go everywhere, everywhere in the warehouse. Yeah, like you didn't have basically limits, So it was good. And from there, I just passed 8 years basically doing that. Um, like the put away, the replenish of the funds, of the locations, um, helping out, even helping out a bit the goods in, or even sometimes stock control, because inside of the FLT, after have you would do like, you would help on stock control or the scene being, or then you would be on the radio for all day. And radio all day, basically, it could mean, yeah, a radio all day. Yeah, if you would be on radio, yeah, it could mean, yeah, doing fuck all day. Really, really, I'm not even lying to you. It could mean, yeah, just sit on your ass in the truck and just waiting for somebody to call you to go and do something. But here is the thing, yeah, sometimes, yeah, it would be so busy on the radio, yeah, that you would prefer to be on the system, because on the radio you have the responsibility of, like, one manager call you, or a team leader, or somebody calls you on the radio. You need basically not to go straight away, but you cannot take a piece, but you needed to go anyway. Well, on the system, it's different. It's different. Yeah. So yeah. So be inside of even the FLT, you could be doing multiple things besides just doing the put away and the replan. You know. So yeah. After then, and with the FLT, yeah, the responsibility increases a lot as well, because Now you need to be careful with pickers, with the pallets, with the pallets on the top. You need to pay attention to don't hit the pallet behind you when you are reversing taking one pallet from the storage. So it's a lot of things at the same time that you need to pay attention. And like suddenly you can have pickers passing behind you on the truck and you not even realize before you know, "Oi, somebody passed." You can have pickers passing under your forks. Uh, many things like many times I had colleagues and even myself, you know, coming to the desk to the supervisor. Oh, we had a picker passing under the forks. We had a picker passing behind the truck while we was in the work position. Um, many things like we had the pickers not giving us the right distance in between us and them so we could take the pallet safely down. Many things like even for me, one of the best skills that an FLT driver can have as well, it's the fact that taking pallets, being able to take almost any pallet. If it's broken in the slow in the storage, if it's really a tiny bit of space to take it out or even put it in, things like that. I think that it's the most important skill that you can have on a truck. So you don't really need to have help. You don't need to call for a supervisor or a manager to come in and see and help you out. Because like once you get that skill of like just lifting the pallet a tiny bit of the beam, yeah. You not even sometimes you just really need to even the beam from the back lift it a tiny bit, really, and you are able to take it out. But you had so many, I saw so many accidents of other people doing stuff that, mate, I'm telling you, you test yourself. How did you do that? How that happened? But those stories are for another video, guys. Um, but yeah, this it is the thing. So after basically those in those 8 years of doing the reach track, I went and I pursued as well the training for the counterbalance. And then here as well, it is where it becomes interesting as well because I wanted that position for a long time. I was expecting the position to open to be the permanent counterbalance driver. And yeah, when I went there, it was another like 2 years as well in counterbalance, and I was in the yard outside. It was hard. It was hard because like now you are in the cold, in the rain, while all the people are inside working. Okay, that is not warm, but at least they are not having rain on top of them. So it was a bit hard in that aspect. But I still like it. I still like it to be outside with organizing the pallets color by color, putting them straight. Um, like we had to load our own lorries with a certain amount of pallets. So every single day would get there, even raining, pouring rain, guys. You don't imagine pouring rain, yeah, like completely soaked, and you would have to be there opening those curtains, yeah. Just the people who does these things, yeah, knows how hard it is, yeah, to actually do this in the rain, in the wind. Oh man, all the curtains flying around, the metal thing, man, that heat is so bad. If that would hit you in the hand and the hands would be cold, oh my days! And in the head, how many times in the head as well, guys? So many stories. Yeah, so I could be here all day just telling you stories about like these little things. You know. But yeah, like putting the pallets. Um, I prefer 15 high. I'm not gonna lie, 15 high is better than 20 high because 20 high, okay, it's five more pallets, yeah, but you looking up, you're like, oh my days, if this falls off, it's a disaster. And like you would have to load in lorries or in flatbeds, So it was hard. It was a hard job as well. Once you catch the skill again, everything comes to the skill. You know, you, once you learn something and you practice every day, you become better and better, and was what's happening to basically to me and to everybody that does this kind of jobs. You just become better. So your fears in the beginning starts. You're not even going to worry in 1 year down the line, because you already know what to do. But if I have a little advice that I can give you guys, if you guys sometimes are loading white pallets, yeah, the white pallets have a trick. Not all of them, yeah, but the white pallets, yeah, it's like if they have the how you say it, let's say the strips of wood in this direction, and so when you're gonna pick them up, yeah, they're gonna start wobbling around, yeah. So what you normally do, yeah, what I was doing, yeah, when I found out that, I was like, yeah, nobody explained to me this. What the heck? I'm loading fucking lorries with the pallets all wobbling, almost like, oh my days, if this gonna fail, what the heck gonna be, what my manager's gonna say, etc. And after I found out by myself here that if you put in the bottom a pallet where the stripes of wood are in this direction, in the horizontal direction, yeah, and you pick them up like you do with the blues and the reds, they won't do that anymore. So, but guys, I found out this like after I don't know how long I was already in the contraband. So I was like, my days, and nobody could explain me this. Fair enough. Anyway, guys, now you have the tip, yeah. So don't forget, always in the bottom, white palette, horizontal, and after you are fine. Most of them. Keep that in mind, yeah. But yeah, this it was how it was outside. The rain it was heavy. The rain it could be the most difficult part, to be honest. Um, then if I would do something different, not really, not really. Maybe I would have controlled a bit better my temper and my patience with certain things, you know. But I wouldn't had um, do too many things different. I would still do everything the same. But but yeah, I forgot. After the counterbalance, basically I became a clerk. Yeah, and this year and a half, 2 years of being a clerk was for me was another best was one of the best times as well, because like before I knew it how to operate the things and um, do the physical work. And when you come to be a clerk, it's not actually the physical work, it's more the system wise, when do you start to understand the other side of the coin, basically. So and I kind of enjoy it, I'm not gonna lie. Like resolving pickers problems, seeing helping the people. For me, the best thing was like being able to help the people, even though sometimes I was a bit rude, arrogant with certain people as well. But look, all of us have our own days, But mainly, I always try to be respectful and have a kind of um, a happy face when the people comes and approach me with a smile in the face, so they can see like it's fine, come and approach me, no worries, I'm here to help you out, guys. So that's the thing. um so basically this it was my 10 years, guys. This it was what I did and during these 10 years of where I was working. Um, I hope you like it. If you are working in this industry, I hope it inspires you to grow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own story below. Guys, see you in another video.